So in today's video, I'll show you how to edit your map on a ROBOROCK Saros Z70. I'll show you most of the most important things on the map editing menu. So let's click on map editing right here, and then you can first of all divide rooms, which is very helpful if it discovers a room, two rooms as one, for example, or if you just want to divide a big room into two sections. Then you can click on divide, select a room to divide, and then it'll draw a line that you can modify however you want. You can zoom in, of course, to make it easier. And then you can approve. That will now divide the map, and as you can see, the map's now divided. You could also combine rooms by selecting both of them, and they'll be combined. I'll leave it as is right now. You could also remove some rooms that you, or an area. Okay, yeah, you could remove an area that was incorrectly recognized. Like you don't want the robot to go there at all. Maybe it's your garden, and well, you probably don't want the robot in the garden. Yeah, that's how you can do it. You can also rename rooms by clicking on name room, clicking on the room that you'd like to rename, and well, it's fine as it's a living room, and this one's gonna be a kitchen. Now I'm gonna save it. And you could also do some other things. You could set no-go zones. So these are going to be zones within rooms that the robot can't go into. And that's basically it. And then invisible walls, which the robot just won't cross. So you could also do that as well. Like that, for example. I'm gonna update the map, okay, and now the next thing, thresholds. You can mark thresholds. They are automatically recognized, but if they weren't recognized correctly, then well, you can mark them or edit them, so that the robot will know when to extend the legs to like cross past the threshold. You can also set a floor type, which is useful for things like cleaning along the floor. And what I mean by that is, if you set the floor type, let's do living room, and I can set it to tiles, which are going to be square tiles. But if you have rectangular tiles or hard wooden floor, then you may want to set it to floor horizontal or floor vertical, and then you can adjust the setting, which I'll show you in a moment, so that the robot goes along the floor seams to minimize scraping against them. You can also add carpets. It's automatically recognized as well, but you could do it. You can add a carpet, and that is basically it. I'll remove it actually. And what else could you do is add furniture, but I never do it because I don't really find it useful. You could add a sequence, edit the sequence of rooms to change in which order the rooms should be done. So for example, if I select the living room first and the kitchen second, in that order it'll be performed. And then the last thing is a storage zone. That's going to be a shoe storage zone where the robot will automatically put slippers in a certain spot. Like it'll just pick them up and put them there. Or you could add a storage box, but make sure it's the certified ROBOROCK storage box. And there it could put like different other things that it picked up. But I'll just do the shoe zone, like that, for example, right here, and it'll just put the shoes there. Okay, it also asks me for the box, so I have to add it. Okay, and now it will just be able to sort the things, put them in the right spots, and that's basically it about the map editing. I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.